and it's very important. The issue has been raised on question of cremation, and I think every Kenyan who is here will do one thing to prevent this particular event. You write a paper, you call it a will, so that people after you can know that you are opposed to the idea of cremation. And this paper, what I don't know up to now when I'm speaking, where it could be presented, whether it should be left to your lawyer or to the committee which we formed today. But somehow there should be some documentation after you have died which shows that you are opposed to it. Maggero, in this case, has not, there is documentation which shows that he is against it. We don't know. The wife has said that he was against cremation, but we have no documentation which shows that he was against this. So I would like to inform all the Kenyans and really advise you to do something on that particular issue, to see that you write a documentation which will be proved after you have died, to see that you are not in favor of cremation. This is one of the most important things that I would like to say. I think it's the same thing that Ngatia said, and the same thing that Osore said. There isn't anything much more than this. We would like a documentation which later on proves that you are against cremation. If you like it, you can add the question of burial, that you are against the burial in Sweden. This one I haven't discussed, and we haven't discussed in question of Maggero's case, but cremation, as far as I know, is against the African culture. I don't think I know any case in Africa where they have accepted the cremation. So the best thing to avoid it is to have a document which states clearly that you're against it.
Now, you are one of Maggero's best friends and confidants. Did he tell you anything about his final resting place?
I do remember one time I talked to Maggero long, it might be 2 or 3 years ago. He mentioned that he would like to be cremated next. He'd like to be, I'm sorry I used the word cremation. He'd like to be buried again, next to his mother's grave. That's what I do remember very clearly. The word cremation never came in. We never discussed that.
Now, you interacted with Mr. Maggero several times. As far as, you know, these interactions are concerned, and as far as you know Mr. Maggero, do you think he had, reformed so much so that he could accept the idea of cremation?
I don't think Maggero, I do remember he never talked of cremation, and as far as I know him as a person, I don't think he would have liked to be cremated. All of you know that Maggero was one of the people who liked Kenyan culture, and he supported a lot of organizations in Kenya. He was himself living in Kenya for a long time. I don't think he would have liked the idea of cremation.
Now, when Maggero died, you are one of the people whom Kenyans expected that could have known about the death of Maggero. you said that you did not know about this until almost everybody knew about it. Now, can you comment on this?
That is very clear. I did not know of Maggero's death until 7th of January, when a friend contacted me and said that Maggero died on the 3rd of January. And I did not know anything about that.
Did you know that Maggero was about to die?
As a medical person, I felt that his condition was very poor, but I didn't know he was going to die. That particular time, he died.
Now, there was a time that you could not see Maggero at the hospital. What were the circumstances?
It was very clear the time that Maggero was taken to intensive care unit. I met the wife on that particular evening, and she asked me that we should leave him in peace, and I understood she didn't want me to continue visiting him, and I did that, and that's why I could not know the day he died.
Why do you think that you were stopped by Maggero's wife from visiting him?
I really don't know the reason behind it, but she asked me, and she told me that she has told other people to stop visiting Maggero, and I did the same. I stopped visiting him.
Now, according to Luo culture, what could have happened after Maggero's death?
According to Luo culture, if we knew the death the same day, I'm pretty sure that all of us would have collected in Maggero's home.
Now, when it comes to the burial arrangements, as far as, they are concerned, Maggero had a family in Kenya which was not involved in these funeral arrangements, and this has been one of the key issues. There were attempts to bring Maggero's family in Kenya, and you played a very big role in trying to make contact so that Maggero's family in Kenya could be allowed to attend the funeral, but this did not happen. Now, what is your position on this issue?
I still feel that Maggero's family and contacts in Kenya should have the opportunity to come and play part in the ceremony we have in Sweden for the burial of Maggero.
Was it in order for the former wife of Maggero, the wife of Owino, who was being referred to as Chi Owino, to represent the Maggero family in the funeral arrangements, that is, at the funeral service?
I doubt that, because this so-called wife had left Owino, Maggero's son, long time ago, and Maggero himself had not had contact with the woman for 15 years. So I doubt her credibility to represent the family.
Now, the Maggero family has said that the death of Maggero with the funeral arrangements should have been a private matter, that only the family should have been involved. What do you think?
I do respect that the family should be involved, but they should allow the close relatives to take part in the family arrangements.
Now, since Maggero has already been cremated, what are the major implications in as far as the Luo cultures are concerned?
I think even if he's already cremated, we should still continue with arrangements of arranging the ceremony in the Luo culture, you see that we give him a farewell in the normal way. And that's exactly what we are doing on the 3rd of February.
There is a group calling itself Liberated Young Kenyans who are opposing the fact that there are some Kenyans who are trying to contradict what the Maggero family has already done. They say that this is an issue we should be left with the family, and that whatever happened should be nobody's business. What is your reaction to this group of young Kenyans?
I think this group are not representing the Luo way of thinking, and I feel we should continue to do what we have planned to give Wood Maggero a good Luo cultural funeral.
Now, is there anything else you'd like to say?
I think all of us should join together and not have any dispute, and we give the old man a good sending off.
Despite the fact that you have been out of the Maggero funeral arrangements, having been his best friend we knew here in Sweden and having been one of his confidants, do you have any message to the immediate Maggero family in Sweden?
My only message is the deep condolence I give to the family and nothing else, and I would like the family to join us in giving the old man a good send-off.
Thank you very much, Dr. Otieno Wariaro, for accepting this interview on behalf of Kenya Stockholm Blog.
I thank you very much as well.